Nobody special. Chill. I mean, you know, I gotta take a break, man, from this world, man. I swear, man, people, man, people. Yeah, look. I had to fall back. Tell the devil lose your number and never call back. My God is all that. Your devil is all cap. My raps is all facts. If I ain't saving, tell me what you call that.
I got one of the illest people I know. I just met this brother, however, seems like I've known him for a while now. My name is BremeSupreme, Social Butterfly Media Production. I'm here with my man. Now, I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself.
All right, so I'm a producer / artist / engineer, writer, everything. My production name is UnFamou Da HitMakuh. And as an artist, I go by Nobdy Special.
You know, I asked you, what's your name?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got a producer name, and I got a rapper name.
Right.
And I even got a Facebook name.
Right.
But I don't call you any of them.
Yeah.
I call you Frank.
Yeah, that's my name. Frank, you know what I mean, is my name. And for a long time, I didn't embrace that, right? When I was about 14 years old, I looked in the mirror. I'm like, you don't look like a Frank. No, my father's name is Frank, but I'm not a junior, right? Okay. So I never thought I looked like my name was Frank. Like everybody be like, you don't look like your name Frank. When I tell them that, right? They like, you could be Sean or da-da-da. So I looked in the mirror, right, when I was about 14 years old, true story. And I said, your name is Diego.
Okay.
And no, my cousin ain't Dora. This is before Dora the Explorer, so don't get it twisted. I ain't come up with it from no Dora, obviously. And 14, that was, what year was that, 1994?
Yeah,
right?
So 14, you embodied
Diego.
Right, and you said you was in the bathroom, so you come out with tacos and
You a funny guy, man. Tacos,
Tacos,
burritos.
right.
Hey, Diego. Hey,
right. Did you step out the bathroom with an accent? Like, hey, I'm Diego.
Nah.
Like no locked doors.
Nah, bro. I don't even know what made me come up with Diego. I think it was more so because a lot of people thought I was Puerto Rican. Because back in the day I had real curly hair, and they was always calling me a pretty boy, you a pretty boy, blah, blah, blah. So Diego just kind of went. When I said Diego, nobody questioned that. But Frank, they like, Frank? Your name is Frank? But, now, like I said, in these days, I embrace it because it is who I am. I would say probably producer. I mean, I started out as a rapper first, when I was young, about 12, 13 years old. I was rapping with a group and things like that. And in my 20s, I started making beats and I took a real liking to it. I got an ear for music. I love it. I eat, sleep, and breathe music. So I probably got over 2,000 beats. I probably put out anywhere to 500-600 more songs. So I would say that the production is like really my passion, but like I said, I do both of them. I balance both of them. I would say honestly, it's a gift from God, man. I think it was just a gift. It made me, there was something in me when I listened to music on the radio or heard songs, or, my parents listening to Miles Davis on the Sir Win Vegas pumping through the house. I just took a liking to it and wanted to, I grew up in the era around Criss Cross and all them, make them jump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
It just was like, if they can do it, I can do it, But then when I started to do it, I realized that I was really good at it. It was nobody really that inspired me to take music on. I think maybe more so my circumstances, my environment, you know what I mean? My upbringing is what built my character and made me want to do music to vent. That was how I was able to vent through the music. I would say the music that I typically create wakes up people's subconscious. It speaks to the psyche. It's like some of the stuff is gonna go over your head and then you'll think about it and catch it and be like, wow, that was a crazy bar or entendre or metaphor that he used in that music, you know. So, as far as the beats, I sit down and I just start playing with the keys, and what sounds good to my ear, I typically know that it sounds good to majority of the world's ear, so I create it. And that's just how I do it. I just start piecing it together. It's like a puzzle. You gotta put all the pieces together, you know? And that's pretty much what I do. It's like a recipe. I'm a rapper that's a Christian. So if that makes me a Christian rapper, then I'm a Christian rapper. I'm on the rise of creating a new genre of Christian quote-on rap. And I'm calling that Christian trap. And the reason I call it that is because I look at it like with everything I lived in my life and everything I experienced, the Lord is ordaining me to deliver the message in a way that people are gonna receive it. Instead of just hitting them with Jesus, 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 thump, Bible verses upside your head, I'm giving it to you the way that you would know it from the hood, from the lifestyle of someone that lived that life, and then conveying it through a new message, a new positive message. Top 3 people I would collab with, I would say Lecrae is one.
Okay.
He's dope.
He's dope.
He's real dope.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to probably say a.k.a. Gazelle. I mess with him. I just recently learned about a.k.a. Gazelle, and that boy is nasty. I would say probably Andy Mineo. Andy Mineo. He's pretty dope also. He's real dope. Not that I wouldn't collab with someone in the industry, it would just have to be the right message. So when I said secular and worldly, that just meant I was rapping to please the world or please myself. I was rapping what everyone wanted to hear, right? I never been a capper in none of my raps. I always rap facts, and I always, you know, use stories and things of my life and others around me to create and paint the picture for you. But when I turned my life over to God, I just changed the message and stopped spitting the wrong message and leading you to the dark, I would say, and start leading you to the light. The most trouble I ever got into would probably have to be getting locked up for a gun charge back when I was living worldly and in the streets. By the grace of God, I've never done any hard time, man. I've taken penitentiary chance after chance in my life, man, and God always held back prison and held back death, you know, held back trouble for me. That's nothing but by the grace of God. The mercy is, you know, plentiful. He answers our prayers. He knows your heart inside and out, and he knew my intentions wasn't, you know, bad at all, and I just was, I would say, in the wrong place at the wrong time. And so when I prayed to him, he answered immediately. I guess to pray, there's power in prayer. I believe that's the best advice I've been given, to always pray. I'm a CEO with my lady. We own a clothing store. Her name is Deanna. So our store is called D's Got Deals Clothing and More, and our slogan is we got something for everyone in our store. We sell everything from women and men's fashions, accessories to electronics, and so forth. Yeah, I'm also the sound plug. So for a lot of producers around the world that, you know, make beats or do anything with production, they may need certain sound kits and stuff that I have, and I provide those to people. Yeah, they gotta go through a certain channel. Now, the beats that I have on BeatStars, they're not for sale. They're
so you're on BeatStars?
Yeah, I'm on
so
BeatStars.
How can people reach you at BeatStars?
You can go to www.beatstars, BeatStars.com/Holy Hitmakers, HOLY HITMAKUHZ. You can contact me at holyhitmakersent@gmail.com. On Facebook, I'm Willie Gleeman. That's WILLY Gleeman, GLEAMIN. And Instagram, I'm the Sound Plug, THASOUNDPLUGG. Because this is what the thing about those mixtapes are. My mixtapes aren't your typical mixtape where you hear industry beats on my mixtapes.
Okay.
My mixtapes consist of my production and other producers around the world that you haven't heard a song like that. And the reason why is because, excuse me, even if, you know, I make a great song, it's a positive message and everything. Let's say I make it on the Baby song or Little Baby song, right? Or the Drake song. Well, people gonna say, well, I like that song, it's a good message and everything, but the whole time they're listening to it, they can't help but to hear the original song to it. So that's stuck in their head also. So I don't like to do that. I like to use music you haven't heard that grab you and say, dang, that beat is hard. Who made that beat? Right. You know what I'm saying? I never heard that, and the way he just rolled that beat, it was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. If I had maybe if I just had a quarter for how many times I heard I look like Swiss Beats, I'd be a millionaire. That's what people do. They do that all the time though. I pull up somewhere, I get out, you know, God made me fresh, so I'm always fresh. God made me do it, God made me fresh, you know, but I'm always fresh head to toe. And so they, you know, I done heard that plenty of times. Like people will do it and then turn around and walk away. They'd be like, Swizzy! And I'd be like,
yeah, right. You
like, man, come on, man. Y'all clowning, man.
Yeah, man, I mean, we've been waiting to get together and, you know, do this interview because I feel and believe that the world need to know who you are, what you're about, and what you represent. And I think that's very important.
Yeah.
And, you know, and us just meeting each other, getting in cahoots, collabing, supporting each other, businesses and hustles, and doing this on, you know, the platform we're doing, I think is a really, really phenomenal. It's like fitting a piece in a puzzle. It ain't nothing that gotta be, you know, manipulated or jammed in or forced.
Absolutely.
It's just, you know, this whole
it's genuine.
Situation. Yeah.
It's genuine. Yeah. That's the word I think you're looking for. It's just a genuine connection. You know,
absolutely.
I believe that God introduces people, you know, it's not by mistake or coincidence. You know, he brings people together for his greater good. I got a lot, man, but if you making me choose, I would have to pick a joint I did called Touch the Sky. So the concept behind it is I use the basketball analogy of being in the basketball world, like as far as championships, coaches, players. If you when you hear the message, you'll see what I'm talking about, how I use basketball as an analogy for the concept of the song. Okay. Touch the Sky. Here we go.
for the king on the throne, and to take the winning shot is something that I'm not on. I'd rather assist, be pushing Christ to the front line and riding the bench. Ever since we've been in this earth, it's no Gatorade, just His word for quenching our thirst. And our goal is not to get paid when spitting a verse. Our intentions is for lifting the curse. We ain't nothing, we don't mention the verse. So of course we lift in His name. Time to break out the warm-ups and get in the game. Going hard in the paint, not letting sin into the lane, and hopefully we'll win a championship ring. Same.
Yeah, man, you got some heat, brother.
Well, next is the mixtape, the new mixtape that's about to drop. Good versus Evo.
Okay.
So that's coming soon. We're gonna have a listening party for that. We're gonna, have refreshments and things like that, and we're gonna have a group of people, and we're gonna vote on what songs should go on this mixtape. I feel like this mixtape is gonna do wonders. God is doing big things with this one. He's we gonna change some hearts, some minds, and hopefully save some souls with this one, man. My best friend was telling me today, you're not gonna be able to save everyone. The Bible teaches us that you're not gonna be able to save everyone. But my thing is, I don't care if I have 1,000 listeners, as long as I'm able to reach one, then I know that I'm doing, God's work. I would say, in order to be saved, you gotta want to be saved, right? I'm just a living vessel for, God. I say it's all about Him. It's not about me. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like, the reason why I became unfamous, the producer, is because at one point I wanted fame in life, like everybody else. You want what you see, but at another point I learned that I don't want any fame. I just want to be the man behind the music, behind the boards, because I love music and I need to be a part of that. But like I said, man, don't get it confused. I'm just a living vessel, to send God's message and reach people and save souls as much as I can. And I'm nobody special, man.